The Carpet Tale. Carpets for love and prosperity, carpets for wealth and fertility, as shields against evil, carpets that bring health, strength, and blessing to their owners' homes. Thus begins the fairy tale of Chiprovtsi and Pirot carpets. A 1,000-year-old carpet tradition tells the story of life in two beautiful towns, Chiprovtsi in Bulgaria and Pirot in Serbia, located in the heart of the Balkan Mountains. The golden hands of the weavers, with their love and patience, were known all over Europe, from Venice to Bosnia, from Montenegro to Skopje and Thessaloniki, from Constantinople to Turnovo. The most beautiful hand-woven carpets were made with magical power in Chiprovtsi and Pirot. Before weaving, the masters whispered prayers for health, for love, for family happiness, for prosperity, for a happy life. Invisible wings carried these prayers over the meadows and hills of the Balkan Mountains, raised them to the sky, and they reached God. The words gained strong energy, flowed into the hands of the weaver as the prayers were woven into the carpet. The colors and compositions started their play. Like two souls in love, embracing forever, the carpets were double-sided, with the same faces and unique color harmony. The colors of the carpets didn't change over time, as if God was keeping them. He sent magic herbs and plants from the mountains to dye the wool. And wool was plentiful. Men took care of numerous flocks of sheep, as it was then and still is today. The carpet tradition is an integral part of life in Chiprovtsi and Pirot. Locals are born with carpets. The young bride enters her new family with a carpet. To this day, every home in Chiprovtsi has a loom, and weaving continues this millennial tradition. Symbols, basic ornaments, and even compositions in the carpets remain unchanged. The Kanatitsa, an ancient symbol of the fulfilled prayer for life, uniting the prayer of the fetus with that of the already born baby. Karakachka, a symbolic image of the goddess of fertility. And Makas, a sign of the masculine and feminine beginning, of the divine and the earthly, of nature harmony. Two of the carpet ornaments are strikingly identical with the written signs of old Bulgarians that have no analog in other old writing systems of Sumer, Egypt, and Mohenjo-Daro. Thus, the carpets are letters from ancestors, messages for future generations, a written prayer coded for millennia, the covered path to God and to the dawn of human civilization. The ability to make Chiprovtsi carpets is recognized as part of the intangible world cultural heritage of UNESCO. Unique examples of Western Bulgarian carpet weaving can be seen each spring at the annual Chiprovtsi Carpet Festival. In the History Museum, you will see the wonderful creations of the famous Chiprovtsi goldsmiths. You'll learn why Chiprovtsi is a city of clergy, writers, diplomats, merchants, and masters. How Catholics and Orthodox Christians have always lived in an embrace. What history the Thracian and Roman ruins hide in the vicinity. And you will know the story of Gushovo Monastery. You will learn about the achievements of the Chiprovtsi Literary School, why the first secular school in the Bulgarian lands was in Chiprovtsi, why the Chiprovtsi uprising broke out. At the Tourist Information Center will provide you information about mountain roads and a walk through millennia. Today's Pirot is known not only for the Pirot carpets, but also the town of Momchil the hero, the fortress Kaleto, and as a Christian center surrounded by a ring of Orthodox monasteries. Temsky, Poganovsky, Sukovsky Monastery. You will find the treasures of Pirot and the region in the Museum of Ponishavlje, at the annual Pirot Fair, at the Fair of the Flattened Sausage, the International Folklore Festival, the Cheese and Yellow Cheese Festival, the Staroplaninatisches Festival in the village of Temska near Pirot, rafting in the river Nishava. In Chiprovtsi and Pirot, you will hear the same invitation.
Добре дошли!
Добре дошли!
And they will proudly show you their carpets, guardians of knowledge about the origin of humankind, guardians of family and home, mysteries of antiquity, ambassadors of the invisible world. Weave your way through millennia in Chiprovtsi and Pirot. Write your own story about the carpet. See more at our website.